Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother coming right back at you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't gonna do any video today. You know what? What Biden said in the news, and it is all over the news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to help you make sense of it all in terms of how it's related to the fulfillment of prophecies. But before I move into that, let me answer this question to somebody that actually wrote me and answered me this and asked me a question. The question is, how come I have so few subscribers? The answer is pretty simple. The truth has never and will never be welcome on this earth in these last days of evil upon this planet. You got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that the devil is in control of everything. He controls everything. And you may say, well, Ruben, then what is the purpose of him being in control? The thing is, God created us in his image to multiply himself through us. The devil is upset, has always been upset about that. And not only that, but for him was the icing on the cake was he created us. He made us in his image. So we became the prize. And here we are. The whole world has been saving Satan ever since the dawn of our creation on this planet. Now you compare that with the truth, because people are being given a choice. That is the purpose of these videos. That was the purpose of Christ coming into this world to save humanity. For those that want to follow the truth, for those that want to repent and actually change their way of life, then people can do so. Ladies and gentlemen, the devil knows that he's in his last days. Now you may think, well, Ruben, Christ spoke about the last day back in the Roman Empire, yes. But he was talking about our time. In fact, even the disciple that asked him about signs of his coming, he said, do not let anybody deceive you. And then he broke down the event which we are going through right now. So ladies and gentlemen, there lies the reason as to why I have so few subscribers. Humanity has been worked. See, the devil is so big, so massive. This whole world belongs to him. Okay? But only on a temporary basis. See, the Creator wants to see who is going to follow him. That's why God has given him dominion over the earth riches. See, just in case you haven't noticed, ladies and gentlemen, the richest people upon this planet are the most miserable ones. And by the way, money talks. And your votes don't count. Okay? I'm gonna say it again. Your voting for a politician don't count. You see how big of a lie? This lie is so big, too big to fail, too big not to be believed. So people have always followed each other. People have always been followed by nature. We follow Satan. and then we have been following each other. That's why throughout human history, who can deny that humanity has been worshiping gods? In the Egyptian dynasty and the Akkadian Empire, which was the first empire, which came after the Sumerian Empire, the Babylon Empire, the Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, and then you take a look at certain human civilizations like the Mayan civilizations, the Aztec, the Incas in South America, the Taínos Indians and the Caribbean, Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, Haiti, or Bahamas, the Taínos in the Caribbean basin. Ladies and gentlemen, we must understand that God's people and humanity in general have served. We cannot deny it. You cannot deny it. We cannot erase history. That in fact, your Hippocratic, that's exactly what the Hippocratic oath that each doctor makes. It is in the name of what? Of the false pagan gods, which are gods that don't exist. Apollo, Apollyon. That's the devil's name, ladies and gentlemen. It is in Revelation. Read it, Apollyon. And yet, people have believed these lies. So now we have Biden, this old man who's so compromised that he doesn't really want to do what he's doing. Okay, he's so compromised that only stupidity comes out of his mouth. Now he's predicting, he's prophesying that there will be another pandemic. And that's why he wants more money. How does he know? You understand? So ladies and gentlemen, these evil men are have been so exposed to evil that they have become it. And they cannot help themselves. So now that's why they're pushing for a new world order. And of course, as the devil told Eve, thou shalt not surely die. You will become God, like God, knowing good and evil. Well, the climate change argument is the same exact thing. He's telling you that we have nothing but a few years left. In fact, they've been saying that for many, many years. Remember, these people control media. Media have sold its soul to the devil. That's why in media, ladies and gentlemen, you have the entertainment industry and media in general. Your cable news, regardless of who they are. I mean, just look what they represent. CNN, Fox. You know what Fox stands for? It stands for 666. The Peacock, MSNBC, right? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I wasn't gonna make any videos today, but I'm here to tell you that it is getting so obviously ridiculous. But you know what? Do you know why they have the audacity to do this? Because they know that they got you. If they got you believing in voting, if they got you believe that Osama bin Laden brought down the towers by sending his terrorists with plastic knives, ladies and gentlemen, if they got you believing that, then they got you. If they got you believing in the religions, they got you. So this thing is too big to fail. The devil's agenda is too big to fail. You understand? It will fail miserably, Okay, it will be destroyed by their creator, but hey, it is their time. That's why they take pleasure in announcing that even the UN is talking about that there's a famine coming. There's a famine, and inflation and recession. Those nice distracting words. When in reality, I call it for what it is. The evil agenda of making people suffer. Because this, you got to understand, these demons live out of people's suffering while they unfold the red carpet for their incoming prophet. Okay? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the red carpet is being unfolded for the demons to show themselves. They will show themselves, and people would think of them as God. Your religious foundation will be shaken because they were not yours to begin with. Your religion's concept, the religion's itself. That's why they're going back to their mother. The chicken are coming home to roost. All of the religion are going back to mom. The Roman Catholic Church. Yes, your Pentecostal, your Jehovah's Witness, your Mormons, your Baptist Church, your Lutheran Church, they're all going back to mom. That your Seventh-day Adventist, they will be going back to mom. Ladies and gentlemen, didn't I tell you that this thing wasn't going to stop? That they were going to keep pushing it? Well, here we are. Okay? And by the way, you saw the news. The CDC has completely approved of injecting, giving the jabs to baby from 6 months to 5 years old. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, please, and we're not even talking about abortion. So the devil knows that he's got to move quickly. Because abortion has always been there, but it has gone slowly. So we gotta kick it up a notch. Because time is running short, and he knows it. He knows that his days are numbered upon this earth. Let me read you what I wrote. Then I'll read you I'll read a couple of Bible verses, and I'm done. Humanity has always been betting to lose against itself. And it has arrived to that point of no return. For that first fatal decision in the dawn of our creation of following the devil, whom he has considered to be a god throughout history and has worshipped him, when in reality he is a ridiculous deceiver. And because man has adopted his very essence and character, he has always been a victim of self-hate. Now you see why suicide is has skyrocketed? Well, there it is. Okay? Because the conditions have been created to give the devil an excuse. You see, the devil always needs an excuse. Whether it's the loss of a job, loss of a relationship, no money, loss of a business, all of that. The devil has created these demons have created the perfect storm. And they're not letting up. So that is abundantly clear in these last days of human existence upon this earth. Man has become so exposed to the evil that he cannot deny it. He cannot deny he has become it. So they have always worked with the Hegelian dialectic, which is problem, reaction, solution. Man will always create a problem and to see society's reactions, and then they come up as with the solution. They come as the hero, and the masses believe this. 2, giving people's rights, like the woman's rights to vote, transgender rights, abortion rights, legalizing marijuana. They're putting now cannabis in food, race rights. Ladies and gentlemen, they know that all of these things, and these are just few of them, are going to lead and has led and is leading to God's people being destroyed, because all of this is aimed to a certain population. That's always been their motto. You understand? Okay, this was done back in the Roman Empire. It has always been the case. See, so you give people rights, like the devil was giving our first mother knowledge, and she thought it was good. Hey, thank you. So the same thing is happening now in the second beast called the United States of America, which is the most Masonic, well, that's why she's not even a nation, the most Freemasonic place. In fact, history is written by the winners, right? Well, even if it's a lie, they tell you that George Washington was the first president of the United States, when it is a lie. But yet, what is he? He's the first Freemasonic president. Or are you going to deny the fact that he's a Freemason? That George Washington is a Freemason? Okay. So you got race rights. You know, they know, for instance, when they gave gays rights and this Pride Month thing, they know that the average life for homosexuals is 36 years old to 45 years old. Did you know that? Did you know that? That's what happened when you go against nature. Okay? So, there it is. Are they going to tell you this in the media? Of course not. And all the world is pushing this. And then everybody's surprised that Walt Disney is pushing this. When Walt Disney, the founder of Walt Disney, which carried his name, was a 33 Freemasonic. Oh my goodness. He was a 33 Mason, ladies and gentlemen. But then again, America is the most naive nation or naive people upon this earth. It's the most naive piece of land upon this earth. So it is easy to play with. It is easy to deceive. In fact, America has been living under a deceitful trance ever since 9/11. For he believed the lie just like our first parents in the garden. They believed. You understand? We have been played. We have been lied to, because they really don't care. In fact, I even sent you a link where the climate change summit. Remember the climate change? What was Joe Biden doing? He was sleeping, because he knows that this is all BS. He knows that. Just as he knows that, he's even predicting. Now he's a psychic. He's a prophet now. He's even predicting. See how evil? See how easily exposed they are becoming? They're wishing and they're working on something. And people are still blinded. Blinded by the light. As that old song goes. Blinded by the light of Satan. Let us go to Proverbs 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. That's exactly what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is looking, these people are living in denial. They're playing with people's intelligence. They're insulting America's intelligence. They're telling you that you are stupid. Yeah, your own leaders. In your face. So, but now Biden is telling that he needs more money. As if it hasn't been, America already has that. I know. He probably said, well, what do we got to lose anyway? We're done. Anyway, we are done. America is done. We already owe $30 trillion. $2 trillion of those we owe it to China. You understand? Ladies and gentlemen, please. Also, do not get yourself involved in the fears of wars and rumors of wars, okay? So everything that seemeth right to the CDC, to the governments of this world, okay? Think about it. Matthew 24. Matthew 24, the first verse. And Christ went out and departed from the temple. And his disciple came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. That was back in the year 40th in the Roman Empire. 2. And Christ said unto them, see you not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left there one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. 30 years later, in the year 70, okay, the temple came down, was destroyed. Number 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciple came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign after I come in, and at the end of the world? See, you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, when it says the end of the world, it doesn't say the destruction of the planet Earth. It's telling you about the destruction of a certain system, which is rotten to the core. 4. And Christ answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. But yet people believe the lie. By nature, humans choose to believe the lie. Why? Because we've been living, we are children of the lie ever since our mother believed the original lie. You understand? Okay? We are what? Disobedient creatures. We are sinners. We are rebellious creatures. We envy. We are envious creatures. A lot of evil in us. Five. You understand? Now you see, he's telling them, make sure that nobody deceive you. Why? 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Isn't that what we got? Everybody got their own beliefs, their own religions and everything, and they all think that that their particular God whom they worship is going to save them. 6. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. 7. For nation shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. 8. All this are just the beginning of sorrows. 9. Then shall they deliver you to be afflicted, and shall kill you. You shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. He was talking directly, ladies and gentlemen, to the apostle. And they all died. In fact, did you see the way Peter was killed? Upside down, which is the Freemasonic way of killing people. And by the way, even Peter himself said it, chose to be killed that way. Ladies and gentlemen, a man that denied him, that walked with him, that saw his miracles, that saw the power, deny him. Are you going to be a denier of Christ? Or you are going to be a faithful follower of him with no religion in your mix? No religion is going to save you. What's going to save you is two things: your personal relationship with your Creator, following the 10 Commandments, praying to Him constantly. Daniel used to do it 3 times a day. You can do it for as many as you want, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's not funny anymore. This is serious. Okay? When I told you that Donald Trump was the last president of the United States, I wasn't lying. Because this man that we got there now, that they put in place, has always been part of the American political scene for 50 years. In fact, he was the vice president with Barack Obama. You understand? So he's no new kid on the block. Donald Trump For as much as you wish that he's not part of them, they're all controlled by the system, by the people that runs the money. And they all are Freemasons. Okay? Soon, it wouldn't surprise me if they get, because he's such an easy target to be killed. Yeah, Biden is, ladies and gentlemen. They could decide to kill him, just like they decided to kill John F. Kennedy for what he stood for. Did you see the last speech that he made, talking about secret societies? That was the speech that killed. See, when you open up your mouth and you talk too much, that's what happens. Now, when it comes to people getting killed every day, God's people getting killed every day, from Chicago to Oakland to St. Louis to Louisiana to Gary, Indiana to Baltimore to Tennessee, Washington, D.C., Seattle, the continent of Africa, Haiti, Brazil, all over the freaking place. When you see how people getting killed, ladies and gentlemen, it has already been talked over. God is only interested, and He's only going to protect the one that are by His side. Let me tell you a little bit of a story back in New York in 2007. Back in 2007, remember I told you that I grew up in New York all my life. In 2007, I lost everything in a fire that started at 1:30 in the morning. I remember it was a Thursday back in 2007. Ladies and gentlemen, and we had to start, me and the family, my wife and both of my kids had to start from scratch. But no one got hurt. Material things are replaceable. The next day, listen to me, the next day, remember, the fire started at 1:30, 1:29 o'clock, right? The darkest moment of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, the next day, at 12 p.m. in the afternoon, in the Bronx, there was a record established. There was a record established. It was not a good one for the most people that died in a residential fire in the Bronx. 10 human beings died right in the middle of the day. In the middle of the day. I mean, when the sun shines the most. There was a fire that killed, and it was accidental fire. I killed 10 kids and one adult. They were all taken back to Africa. And there was an Asian woman that very dawn died with two of her babies, two of her kids being hugging them. She died by smoke inhalation. You understand? Doesn't that tell you something? So the devil got so upset that God didn't allow him to kill us, that he went on a killing spree. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Of course, that record has already been broken, but I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, and that's just a little bit. That's just a little bit of a little piece of the testimony that I have. So when it comes to God's chosen people, that's when God steps in. Just like remember when Job and the devil, God said, yeah, do everything to him, but do not kill him. Because God created life and he taketh life away. But only for his people, for his obedient servants, for his true soldiers out there. When he comes to the rest, he's letting it all hang out. He's letting, you want to live that life? Go ahead. It's on you. Our life as our based, our very existence, our happiness, our sadness, our triumphs, our defeat are based on decision. And there's no such thing as good luck or bad luck. No, there are two paths that you can go by. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you. Hopefully, the artificial intelligence of YouTube will not strike this video. May God bless you, and remember, there's more. But do not be outsmart evil. That's the only way that you're gonna make it. Because God will fight the spiritual battle for you. Because this is a spiritual battle, ladies and gentlemen. This is a spiritual war. The question is, which side are you gonna be on? Good night. Take care.